Yankee, tell me about Cluege.
Cluege is a funny word, isn't it? It's the name of a book, and it's called Cluege, The Haphazard Construction of the Human Mind, by a guy called Gary Marcus. Cluege claims that our minds are very imperfect. In other words, we are not really hardwired to make very good solutions. And yet somehow we cobble solutions together. Our brains are imperfect, but we come up with inelegant but workable solutions. And that's the message of the book.
Tell me about Houston's We Have a Problem.
Everyone has heard of the expression, Houston, we have a problem. Actually, it's a misquotation. What actually happened on Apollo 13 was that when they hit a problem, an electrical fault was threatening it prevented them landing on the moon in the first place. And the actual conversation was like this. Someone from the space capsule said, "Okay, Houston, we've had a problem here." Houston said, "This is Houston, say again, please." And then someone said, "Houston, we've had a problem," and the misquoted phrase, "Houston, we have a problem," has become a catchphrase for any system failure. Now, the Cluege connection with Apollo 13 is that after this problem, they got another problem. Not only couldn't they land on the moon, which was fine, they were going to go home, a new problem developed on an air filter, and they wouldn't have been able to enter the Earth's atmosphere without fixing this problem for which they didn't have any tools. The men on the ground, the engineers on the ground, cobbled together a solution only using materials that were on Apollo 13, relayed this to the astronauts who were smart enough to actually put together this solution, and it all worked well, and they all landed and lived happily ever after. What the author of Cluege is saying is that we all have this ability, if we can dig deep, to improvise like mad, go beyond our brains, which often can't see beyond one solution because there are lots of solutions, and the very imperfection of our brain allows us to be very innovative and to improvise.
And the relevance to business?
I think it's very clear. Don't look for the one solution, look for more solutions, look for a way and settle for a solution which may not be the answer to everything, but which moves you along rather than engaging in a long, very correct debate, but in the meantime the world has moved on.